Thanks Dow Strong for sponsoring this video. And here we have today's special ingredient, champagne. Let's face it, some people love it and others just hate it. Now my question is, will it pair up nicely with steaks? I've heard a few chefs saying that pairing up champagne with steaks is just incredible. Well, today we're gonna find out how good it actually is, as we're gonna be using on some beautiful steaks. Take a look. And as you can see, they have beautiful marbling. These are 1.5 inches thick choice grade steaks. The first thing to do is to get them seasoned. For that, I went with my traditional seasoning with salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. Made sure to season it well because then they were ready. Now the first steak is going to be our control. I'm only going to be cooking it sous vide and nothing else. Now the second one, on the other hand, we're doing something different. We're going to be using champagne to create this incredible compound butter. And to make it, it is a little bit time consuming, but it should be incredible. And here's how to do it. The first thing to do is to cook up some shallots. We want to have a nice caramelization char on it. Cooking it nice and slow is the key here. We don't want them to turn black. We want to do the same exact thing with some garlic as well. I just want a nice beautiful caramelization and nothing burned. As each individual one was getting a nice color, I separated them little by little. Then using the same exact pan, I threw in some diced red bell peppers. As the pan was still hot, I added some champagne right on top. The whole key here is to deglaze the pan, and most importantly, let that alcohol totally evaporate. This should be creating an incredible flavor into the bell peppers. After about 1 minute, they were done. And this is what we're left with. Let's call it a champagne flavor bomb. And if you never had these flavor combinations, man, it's real good. But now to turn this into compound butter. So first, I started by adding everything to the food processor. Once I cleaned everything up, I processed everything on high. Then I added some room temperature butter, followed by parsley, freshly ground black pepper, a tiny bit of cayenne, and finish it off with a little bit of salt. Add on the lid and process everything fine. The only thing left now is to put it in some clinch plastic, close everything as tightly as possible, roll it into a nice tight log, as the only thing left is to let it solidify in your refrigerator for about 1 hour, and in the end you are left with this champagne compound butter. Now I've heard some stories that this is incredible, and I cannot wait to find out how it's gonna taste with some steaks. Talking about champagne, we still have our last steak left, and I'm about to do exactly what you're thinking. I threw them in the bag and added a good amount of champagne right onto it. Is this gonna turn out better than the compound butter? Well, we'll be finding out real shortly, because after vacuum sealing it, they were now ready for the water bath. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that we cannot just eat steaks. We gotta have a side dish to supplement. And today's side dish is just on another level. I mean, to say that this is delicious is a complete understatement. Now the best part is, it is ridiculously easy to make, and here's how. You can use any type of noodle you like, but this one just hits different. I just follow the instructions on the bag to cook it. Now into a pan, cook up about ½ pound of bacon. We want it to be nice and golden brown, but most importantly, we want the fat to render. Once you have a good amount of fat on the pan, go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Now this is the important key right here. We want to cook this flour real good. Don't rush this process, as it is important to cook this flour. If not, the sauce is not going to turn out very good. How do you know when it's done? When it starts smelling like pie dough. Then I added about 2 cups of cold milk. With a whisk, mix everything together and turn the heat on high. As the milk starts heating up on you, it will start getting thicker and thicker. Here's where you can control the doneness you want for your sauce. As the next thing to do is to add some cheeses. For today, I went with mozzarella cheese followed by smoked Gouda. I added about 1 cup of each. Mix everything well and combine these ingredients together. Right at this stage, your heat should be in medium. You don't want to overdo it, we just want the cheese to melt. To finish up the sauce, I added a little bit of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and a tiny bit of smoked paprika. Now mix everything together because your sauce is pretty much done. Now it does not get any easier than that. The only thing left to do now is to finish it up. So for that, I added my cooked noodles, mixed everything really well, and notice how these noodles suck up that sauce. So remember, whenever you're making it, if you're using the same type of noodle, to make it a little bit runny. Once I was happy with it, I transferred everything into a cast iron casserole, added a little bit more of extra cheese on top, and into the broiler it went until my cheese was fully melted. And take a look. Now there's left to do is to add a little bit of parsley on top, because my side dish is done. And I'll tell you one thing, this will please anyone. And most importantly, it's gonna be perfect to go along with some steaks. Talking about that, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook them. For that, I'll be throwing them in the sous vide water bath at 129 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. And I cannot wait to find out which champagne steak is gonna be best. Is this gonna turn out good, everybody? I've done a few alcohol steak experiments. Normally, they never turn out good. At the same time, that compound butter we just made has to be incredible. And don't even get me started with the side dish. Oh man, you just wait and see. With all that being said, remember I cook all of the steaks at 129 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. They are ready, we are hungry, and it is time to take them out. Let's do it. I'll tell you one thing, as soon as I took it out of the bag, take a look at the champagne steak. It is a different color. At the same time, the champagne one does not smell that good. I'll be honest, But hey, a lot of things have smelled bad before and turned out fantastic. And as you already know, right now, they don't look that great. They need a crust. So I'll be taking it outside and put a nice caramelization on it with my flamethrower. Once that's done, I'll be putting the compound butter and melting it right on top of one of the steaks. And then the only thing left is to slice it up and see which one is better. Because I know what you're thinking. I know it doesn't look that good right now, but watch this. What do you guys think about this experiment? I would love to know. You think it's gonna turn out good, bad, or ugly? We're about to find out real shortly, but before we do, I wanna thank today's sponsor, Dowstrong. I love knives, and when you have a knife that you are really passionate about, you use it more often. Tools are extremely important, and good tools last a long time. That's one of the reasons years ago I started using Dowstrong even before they reached out to me. The craftsmanship is just awesome, and they are beautiful knives. But most importantly, I don't like to spend thousands and thousands of dollars in just one knife. I mean, take a look at this new series right here, the Firestorm. It just feels right on the hand when you're using it. But again, they don't break the bank. That's very important. But there are so many other things that they make. I mean, take a look at this hammer, everybody. Come on now. A meat tenderizer this big? Sharpening stones to get your knife that precision that you need? Beautiful pots and pans that is just wonderful to look at and use, of course. So if you are ready to get impressed with some incredible designs, but also incredible price, check out the link in the description down below. You will not be disappointed. With all that being said, thank you, Dowstrong, for being an awesome partner and also creating some incredible knives. Thanks, Dowstrong, for sponsoring this video, but now let's get right back to it. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful feast, gentlemen.
Looks good.
Are you guys hungry or what?
Starving. These steaks look really good, but that side dish looks amazing.
Not gonna lie, that side dish hits different, everybody, huh?
Tried it already?
Somebody had to try it for seasoning. All right, enough talking, let's give this a go. We're gonna go this direction today. Go ahead and grab one, guys. Let me know. Give me your honest opinion.
After you, sir.
I must say, as soon as you stab it with a fork, everybody, it is as tender as it gets.
These are some thick steaks.
That's some thick boys, and I cut it nice and thick too.
Oh my God, perfect. This is exactly what I need on a hungry day.
First steak. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Nice.
It doesn't get better than that.
It's just perfect, everybody.
This is off the chain, incredible, super tender and delicious. And every time I try sous vide, I get blown away because this steak is awesome.
I very much appreciate the flavors of a Google steak. You guys are missing out if you haven't tried these seasonings, salt, pepper, and garlic, and then sous vide.
Good job. That's exactly what it is. With all that being said, now it's time to try this one. Are you guys ready to go?
This one looks good.
You ready? Okay, let's go for it. Dig in.
Little compound butter?
There is a little compound butter. Now, I am curious to find out if you can actually pinpoint what this is.
Butter.
Butter, definitely. Smells different.
Ooh. I'm not picking up anything extra. It just smells like some really good butter, and I am super excited to try it.
This is how I would describe the smell. Delightful. Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
This is delicious.
That's fantastic.
Do you feel the little savoriness that lives in the end of the bite?
Oh, for sure. The compound butter, there isn't a bunch of really crazy flavors. It's just solid butter. It adds the savoriness and richness to the steak.
Yeah, I agree 100%. So we can all agree that this steak is actually superior than the control because it's an additional flavor?
100% I agree with you.
Since you talk a lot about my side dish, let's go for the side dish, yeah? I have a feeling you're gonna enjoy this one quite a bit. Ooh, oh, Leo, you are about to
big old bite.
That's right. Come over here, Andrew.
Don't go too crazy with me. That's too much carbs right there.
Come over here.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Google trying to get me big.
The bigger you are, the stronger you're gonna be, the more meat you can eat. All right, let's give this a go.
If looks could kill, this side dish would have me dead right now because this thing looks amazing.
Enough talking, let's give this a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Ooh. Come on.
This is so ridiculously good.
Nice, creamy. That bacon taste, so good.
Not overpowering, it's just a nice balance of creaminess together with the bacon, with a little bit of Gouda cheese in there as well to make it nice and extra creamy. It's just stupid good, everybody.
The perfect balance of flavors here, exactly like you said. Everything just comes together and blends perfectly. Super nice texture. The top is nice and crunchy. The pasta itself is soft, creamy. I love it.
Now let's give this a go. This is the last final experimental steak. I have really high hopes on this one.
Yeah, I mean, so far this video, everything we've tried has been getting better and better. So this is gonna be the grand finale.
Last one, let's go for it, everybody.
Google, I gotta say, I want you to cut steaks like this more often.
Nice thick slices are better.
So nice.
Very last one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
I need a garbage.
What happened?
You told me.
Okay. Let's go.
Google, pass me a garbage. I need this.
It is not good. You could probably tell, right? From our reaction, everybody.
I need more side dish.
Can you guys tell what it is?
Disgusting.
Leah?
I agree with him.
So what happens is I cook this steak in champagne.
It doesn't taste like champagne. I will say it's definitely almost like bitter.
It feels like alcohol.
You get the taste of alcohol. It's not specifically champagne, but you do feel that almost like fermented taste.
Don't recommend it, everybody. Now, the second one, which we all loved very, very much, was made with champagne as well. It is a champagne compound butter.
It does way better there.
This compound butter is a winner, everybody. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Peace out, guys.